So what your concern is it's telling hunters there's no hunting and there is hunting.
I've had multiple hunters not go up there, it's all a mess, they say. And
Okay.
I kind of agree with them, because you go up there, you turn, first, the sign that I had asked, it was not there for the whole life of the place. If every other road in this county that was unmaintained had a sign that said unmaintained, enter at your own risk, I could let it go. But that sign was put up after the illegal abandonment of that road. I want it down. We want it down. You guys said it would go back to how it was. The
Point
signs,
is,
what?
it is a non-maintained county road.
I know, but Mike, why does that?
So it's not an illegal sign.
I
It's
did not
stated
say
a fact.
that. I did not say it's an
So
illegal
we don't
sign.
need to take it down.
I know, but the point is, why do you choose that road when there's hundreds of other in the county the
Not
same
Well,
way?
there's others, there's signs on other roads.
Yes,
There are
Yeah, it
signs
is.
and there are many signs not. You can drive from my house to the east, and there's Johnson Road and the end of like Ellis Road, and they're non-maintained county roads, but there's no sign been put up in the
Okay.
last time period. And the gate over there that I say is an illegal gate, we all know it's an illegal gate. I want proof.
That illegal gate's been there for over 15 years.
Prove it to me, Mike.
I built it
You built it.
15 years ago.
Okay, so why, if that's,
And you didn't complain then.
we did, Mike, we've told you that.
You did not.
We did,
And I never locked it, of course.
right,
So you have access.
right?
And you used it.
But now it's changed, so I don't need to argue with you about it when you built it. But we should be able to have proof, or you show us in your law books that from 1900 whatever to 2022, where in that time frame did that gate become legal?
You're talking about a civil issue here that's not related to the county at all.
But it is, Mike, because you guys, if it wasn't involving the county, why would the sheriff county person go out and take care of the vandalism and such?
What vandalism?
The spray painting that was on our roads and stuff, the sheriff took care of it, so if
It's
it's,
on the south side of the road, which is,
no, Mike.
well, you said it was on the south side.
It's a different deal we're talking about.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
There was orange spray painted signs on our side as you wanna separate sides, and it was never cleaned up until Sean Lesnick, I assume under you guys's whatever, went out, I don't know if he went himself or with Joe Teeny, but they unpainted the orange. What?
They did.
He painted it green, didn't he?
Green and black. Yeah,
And I think he did that on his own because there was a complaint.
He probably shouldn't have, probably should have been a civil issue or sue whoever painted them orange.
well, they asked me if I wanted to have Joe Teeny arrested, and I said, no, that is not the point of this deal, it's
That's
to
your
get it
choice.
turned around. What?
That is your choice.
What?
It is your choice to
It is
take
my
whatever
story.
action you want.
Choice.
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 Choice. Well, yeah, but whoever got that all pretty well straightened out. So then we come up with these orange trees, and nobody is stepping up and doing it. You say it's civil, I say it's county, but we go all through that, it's this back and forth. You don't wanna hear about it, I do wanna talk about it. So we're kinda talking about it today, but it's just, it goes too long. You guys know, when I came in with this letter, you were wrong to send me away.
When was that?
This is the letter I brought him on 10/4 that Jaylee wrote. You guys would not listen to me, you would not let me present it.
I don't believe that. I think every time you went here,
No.
we listened to you.
Nope, you're wrong.
We could go back to the
When
minutes
did
and prove it.
they send you away? They literally sent you away?
Yeah, swear to God.
Never
They
happened.
sent me away,
actually-
Mike Turley said, we are not gonna go back and rehash this, we're done.
We
And
can
you
pull
got
up-
the letter that
we can
day,
pull
and
up
you
the
were
minutes
sitting
and prove
here.
that.
Well, I probably do have, I remember reading this letter. It's probably in my stuff.
Yeah,
What more do you have to say, Barb?
What's that, Mike?
What more do you have to say? Because
Well,
we're listening to you.
I've said on behalf of my crew that that whole abandoned road thing caused a lot of grief. I've lived with that. I have talked to hunters. There's one guy, he won't go up there because he says, it's just a, well, he used some better words than I'd say. But we lost. We have lost out. And you're the one that said the county commissioners will never try to take away any money. You know, we're not going to cause you anything. Look, we have. We've had 2 years.
What I said was this: you cannot take away your personal property right. That's what I said. I said nothing about money. It's all about your personal property right. We cannot do it.
I
And
believe,
we did not do it.
did not.
Ever.
No.
Take away your personal property right. The only thing we took away for just a short time, and that was the ability for the public to use the road.
And we rescinded that.
And we rescinded it. That was it.
And 6 months is a short time.
It's very short.
Well, I guess we could sit here and argue forever about this because I feel it was wrong. It set a big thing in motion. It has caused, it's caused a lot. It's caused a lot of grief. I had Joe Tini tell me that one person that signed that first petition, however it rolled out, had no clue. They weren't presented correctly, and that's all beside the point. But when you have Joe Tini say, he felt you accosted him. Oh, come on, give me a break. Somebody gonna, you know, you're gonna accost somebody about a signature? But, you know, that's kind of here and there. But I guarantee you guys, it has caused
I can't
rift.
imagine that happening. No.
What, Mike?
Can't imagine that happening just for a signature. You know, any 10 people in the whole county can sign that petition,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't have mattered. I don't understand the problem at
You don't understand the problem
all.
that
No.
petitions
An issue
were
of one
signed?
signature on a petition?
Mike, they went for, whoever went for a second one, and they asked different ones
Yeah.
to sign it, that had signed it, and they says, no way. We almost like got accosted. Joe told me that, so.
Oh, well, whatever Joe said.
Got accosted by you?
Yeah, for asking them why they would sign a petition that would hurt them as well as us,
Ah,
you know?
so you were threatening them?
No, I wasn't. It's not fun, Mike, it's not funny. It's not funny.
And then we can always come
I
back.
think in
What's
my
that?
think it is funny.
You do think this
Yes,
is all
it is.
funny?
On the interview.
You're not
We
being
must-
serious at all.
I hate to ask, we would
What?
have to interrupt.
We're gonna have to pause this because we have to officially open public comment.
And some
And
people
you're
have
part
to
of the
come
public.
online in order
We
to.
So
got
just
George here.
give us a
But
minute.
Mike thinks it's a joke.
No, we'll be back.
No,
We're not shutting you down. You
We
have
have
the
to
right to
open
talk.
this is an MS Teams meeting, we
Yeah,
have
that's
to open
fine,
to the public.
that's fine.
All right, and I figured out how to join this, by the way, you have to hit the right audio, which
Is that what
again,
it is?
it's changed again, so.
You did it.
I figured out, okay, is there any public comment on any matter within this jurisdiction of the commissioners that is not on the agenda? Okay, now I think this is Barb, right? Montague,
Barb Wacker, yeah,
Barb Wacker,
yeah, regarding Allen Road.
regarding Allen Road. You can go on now. I know this sounds like an informal, but we had to open it up to the public. There's nobody joining
Yeah.
us. so-
That's
We got-
fine.
We got Angie George waiting out there, but I guess they'll come in.
He's entitled to come in if you'd like.
Do you want me to tell them to come in?
Yeah, sure.
I know they got some comments.
You know,
The fairgrounds.
we don't think this is funny, okay? And obviously you're very upset, but I would like to understand specifically what you want us to do. You want us to remove the gate, repaint trees, and get rid of a sign. Is that it? Is those three things?
Yep, and then in Jaylee's last part, she wrote, we want it cleaned up.
Clean
Yeah.
up, what do you mean?
Cleaned up.
Just with the three things you just said, get it straightened out.
Oh, okay.
Go back to where we were when this started, and then as her letter goes on. Okay,
So we've got a gate,
A sign.
we've got a sign, and we have painted trees.
I think all that's been resolved already.
Well,
It has not.
no, it says there's still orange trees out there, right?
Are they
There is,
new?
on the north
Are they
side?
new from when Sean painted the black
Yeah.
and
You
green?
mean Sean didn't get them?
Well, wait a minute, are the orange trees on the south side?
Yeah.
Well,
That
that's,
isn't- that
that's
isn't your
private
right.
property.
That isn't your side of the
No,
property.
no, you're missing the fact that it's in the county boundaries. We've got, Mike said, 60 feet, 30 each way.
So
They're
you've got
like
you've
12
got an orange tree painted within 30 feet
Many.
of the center line.
Many.
In like the
Many
burrow
orange
ditch
trees.
kind of area.
What else do you have, Barb, that you want, that you're
Just-
talking?
Bob's already said it.
Okay, we've got a
so
sign,
that's-
gate painted, and do we want,
And that's-
let's just take it under advisement, discuss it, maybe get back with you next
Exactly, and we'll
week?
get, exactly, that's exactly.
Because we'll
what
talk to
it
the,
is.
we'll talk to the road department, we'll talk to the sheriff,
Okay.
And we'll talk to the county.
And we'll get back to you.
yeah,
But the last time you said you'd get back to me, you didn't.
well, it's in the minutes now, there it is.
Well, we are
We
kinda
will,
last
we
on
will.
that.
Now, it may not get back with you with the answers you want,
I didn't
but
ask.
we'll hash it out with the county attorney, the sheriff, and the road department.
And then, I don't know where in here, like I said, I haven't looked at this since 10/4 when Jaylee wrote it and I came in with it. But you guys owe us some monetary damages and stuff.
Yeah, it'll be a
So
civil
that'll be a
charge.
different issue. That again will have to be advised by the county attorney.
Okay, how long?
And the BLM will have to,
Well, we gotta know what
Yeah,
you're
I'm
asking
fine
for,
about that.
Barb.
well,
We gotta know
we
what
have to
you-
figure out how many,
You have to
from
instigate
one
that,
year,
not
you
us.
went to this many people, and proved the fact that this many people signed in, to this year.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to prove your harm.
But I can
Well,
tell
if
you,
you're harmed.
you don't need, let's not talk about that. She's gonna have to provide whatever information she's going to
Yeah, that's
in
what
order
I
to defend
said.
herself from that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it.
You got
That's
two
it.
issues, you got two issues. One, the one that, get it back, and the other, bring the other issue, but that's an issue that we'll have to take legal advice on.
Okay.
So,
But you guys have this, and it's pretty well all in here. I think Jaylee did an A+ job on it, so.
but I'm gonna tell you this, Barb, I do not necessarily agree with everything on this sheet. But I'm not saying I disagree with all of it either. I'm just saying that
Like I said,
this is a perspective, and it has merit. Some of it has merit, some of it we might argue with, but really honestly, this is only gonna fuel ill will to continue to talk about this. I think we just need to
I agree.
look into these things, and then we'll look, you're gonna have to present your case. We'll seek advice from the attorney, and then however that goes as far as the money goes.
Who am I presenting this case to?
Well, we don't know. If you want monetary compensation, you're gonna have to tell us what it is and why, and we're gonna have to talk to the county attorney about it and follow his
We've
advice.
already discussed the loss on the block management box coupons, and it's the same issue that's
You're
happened
gonna
this
have to
last year.
Attorney and start that
Yeah.
court case.
Exactly, cause it's not
And
gonna
then you
be,
have to prove that.
I'll tell you right now,
It'll be hard.
we are going to recommend that we're gonna stay away from that. And it'll be up to the county attorney to write the letter to either support what I just said or deny it. But that's the way we feel here today, with what we
The
know,
bottom line is,
with what we know.
yeah, if you can prove and convince the county attorney that you have, you've been harmed to a certain degree, we'll listen to it.
Okay.
But we can't decide that. That's not for us. We could, but we won't. That has to be handled by
It'll
an
have to be
individual.
litigated.
But I guess the only thing I'm gonna say, then we're done. It is not funny, Mike, it's very serious. Don't take it lightly. No comment from you, you've made your comment enough,
Make a comment.
yeah.
Well, that's why I think we need to stop talking.
Yeah,
I don't want.
we're not getting any
Yeah, I
further.
don't,
You've made your case.
and I
you have
do
written it
respect you, I
down.
respect you, okay? So,
But you guys read this over again, and you'll see it's all in there. That girl did, like I say, she did an A+ job writing that letter to you. So study it a little bit, and we'll be back.
okay,
Okay, thank you.
thank
Thanks,
you.
Barb.
See ya.
Say hello to Bill.
Forget it.
Before this, right?
All right, you guys are up?
Okay, you
What
guys,
time is it?
you do need to read this.
Time.
I need
Maybe you guys need a potty break. She's got,
Ridiculous.
Revision a little bit to our
Yeah, okay.
request.
We've been talking about it, so where are we at with it?
well, we don't know. I wanted to, we were talking and I talked to Hank again this morning.
Yeah.
And he called me and he says, have you heard anything? You know how it goes. Have you heard anything, you know? And I said, no, I said, we're working on this deal. But I said, the girls talked about trying to draft up a letter to you guys to show you that we're in good faith,
Yeah,
you know, trying to move forward on the grant. Same with the fair board. But our time is, you know, just like I'm saying, this equipment was reserved for us down in
Right.
Texas.
right.
But, if it's too much on one end, like what I'm saying is, I was gonna throw it out, is we could take the timed event end of it and do that if you wanted to this year, and work on the rough stock end next year to try and split this up.
Well, let me stop you. This is a fair board issue, but we'll tell you what we've talked about.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, I think it needs to be both of you guys.
Well, we do, and we're, so it's not a waste here, but there's kind of steps here. Does the fair board see value in this, okay?
What
And
did
I
they
think the
tell
answer to
you?
that is yes.
Have you talked to them? Did they tell you what their decision was, or they had to go?
Angie, part of your opinion would be really heavy too. Do you think this
It's,
needs
the
to be
last
done?
meeting, I was not here,
Right.
and I don't think Reed was there.
They didn't have their
Was he?
quorum, but they
So
still
there
had
was
another
a-
meeting after that, didn't they?
No,
Or
they were
called?
told-
It's
No,
not
they
till the
didn't.
twenty-fifth.
Didn't they have a call?
They were supposed to have an emergency meeting, but we didn't.
Okay.
I know.
I've never seen, you know, I haven't heard much except that meeting that I was, she asked me to go to, you know.
Well, let me cut to the chase, and then, what we talked about internally was, if the fair board sees value, and if there's, you know, they said, we really need to do this, and we wanna take advantage of this, the county would match what the fair board puts in there. And I think we're talking like 52 grand or something like that
Right.
overall. And then, so the fair board needs to understand how much money they have, but if they buy it without a grant, you probably won't be able to get a grant to reimburse. I don't know whether you will or not. So, but that's what needs, but we're offering, you guys shut me up if you don't agree
Oh, no.
about, but we're offering to pay for half of it.
Well, that's nice, and that's great. So that's why it's kicking around.
Yeah,
The time event end, you know, it could be a separate deal, and then the rough fee could be another one, and we could work on
And
trying to get
maybe
something.
both years we could, but I think the fair board has, in the meeting that we have, I'll show them how much money they have. They got money to pay for
they
it,
got money.
but it's gonna put a little dent in there, you know, because they've also got stuff where you wanna do like 10 grand worth of electrical work and stuff. But in my mind, this is the type of thing that money's intended for. So,
Yeah.
that's just me.
Yeah, okay, now one say right there too, is that, he talked about, you know, we got a couple of weeks here, as long as I tell him we're working at this, cause boy, Texas is wanting to know.
Of
Because they
course.
want, he's got it on hold right now, and we need to get him a down payment,
Or something.
to really show what we're doing. But this equipment is used equipment. But it's good, except for the chute. The chute's gonna be brand new, that calf chute's gonna be
I
brand new.
thought you said, since the shoot, it's gonna be crap.
Yeah, no, that chute's gonna be brand new, brand
I think this can be fixed easy, but I'd call my brother and ask him about ask him
If they
to,
even thought about
he
it.
needs to have another meeting. Get that going so that you can,
We need to know pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Well, if we can meet early next week, you
Yeah,
know, just,
yeah.
I don't think that group knew that we would be willing to pay for half.
yeah, and if we could get, get to work on it, but I know this much, that equipment, just for that, time event, about 30-some thousand, 33, 35. Okay, next year, that equipment, if we had everything, if we lumped everything together and then tried to buy it, we're gonna go from 55,000 to probably 70, 75. Because of the simple reason, not anything, cause I'm proud of Trump, but this steel's really gonna go up. Aluminum's really gonna go up. And we got a chance to buy used rodeo equipment that's 5 years old, that looks brand new practically, it's coming out of Vegas. So I mean, all I'm saying is, we got a chance to save some money, but we just wanted to bring it up to you again.
No, and so this will prompt keeping it moving. I think, once they realize how much money they have, that they can afford it, but they need to say that's what they wanna do. It's not up to us, but we'll help them out if we can, because we see value based on you're telling us there's value.
Yeah.
Cause I'm not an expert on the rodeo and the events, but you're telling me this will make a difference?
You think the time event's more important than the rough stuff?
Well, I'll tell you honestly, I know, you never thought I'd ever say
We
that.
bet money on which one you pick.
I'm surprised.
Real quick, and I don't wanna bore you, but anyway, Hank and I were talking, and I said, Hank, if worse comes to worse, I said, I'd rather probably go to your rough stock end before the time event, just here's what the deal is. You can buy a Sario roping steer for $1,000, okay? I'm just saying, I just bought, some. But to buy real good bucking horses will cost you anywhere from $10, $15 to $50,000. Well, like Hank says, I hurt one of those horses down there, and he says I either have to lay him up or he's not good till the next year. So he said, that rough stock end is really valuable as far as animals goes. Well, it is on the other end
Well,
too.
and some of those rope horses aren't cheap,
Oh,
Right.
well, no, the rope horses are not cheap.
and those barrel.
No, oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
We don't even wanna even get into that.
Well, like Bob said, if you can get a hold of the fire board, and then, cause we agree to pay for
Okay.
half, and
Well, if you pay for half,
They can do-
and if they could do half, we'd be able to have it all
I
taken.
think-
we get this done.
Get it done and get to going on it.
And I don't think you should split it up, I think you should.
Yeah, I do too, I just think if you think you got
We'll be
it,
taking
It's
two
a safety
trips.
issue if nothing else.
Do what?
Safety issue.
Well, it is.
don't split it up year, that would be my.
Well, yeah, but I was trying to do it, just thinking about,
Well, no,
you
you're-
guys are trying to get this pushed through. I thought half is better than nothing, or, you know what I mean?
We're just
Most of
stupid.
the time.
I should have kept
We
my
have
mouth
something to
shut.
say.
Well, we're all about, and that we rely on the expert of the fair board because they're experts in the value. And you guys are experts, so,
I don't know
Yeah.
about that, but I've been around this thing for a long time.
Certified expert.
you're what you call a SME, subject matter expert.
Well, all right, but I wanted to just, saying goes, keep it jacked up.
Somebody needs to
We
keep it
can't do
moving,
it, the
so
fair
that's
board
good.
guys.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll call him.
Yep.
Yeah, we've been thinking about it, we just haven't got a hold of you.
Yeah, okay, well, he called again this morning, and I told him I'd get with you guys again, and we get fair board. He said, we got a little time yet, but it's coming close.
Yeah.
Especially with Texas really wanting they're wanting to let loose of that.
Wouldn't it be great to have it figured out to do it this spring, get it all going for this new season?
Oh, yeah,
That's the idea.
yeah.
We're trying to find a way to say no, but we can't quite get there, so we're just gonna have to go with one half. Half no.
Yeah.
And a lot of pretty girls want to try and say no too, but they don't.
That was inappropriate.
Well, I know him,
I'm
that's why I
kidding,
said,
I'm joking. All right,
okay, thank you
Okay,
guys.
thanks, guys, appreciate it.
thank you.
Well, take care.
See you, Norman, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Jay.
All right,
Well, how are we doing?
any other public, there's nobody here. Any public comment on any matter within the jurisdiction of the commission that is not on the agenda? And going 3 times, any public matter, comment on any public matter within the jurisdiction of the commission that is not on the agenda. Hearing none, public comment is closed.
And there being no further business.
And being no further business,
I move that we adjourn.
Yeah, I'll think about seconding it. No, I thought about it, I'll second it.
any discussion, Norma, do you?
I'll wait.
For what?
Public
This is your
comment.
moment
It's
to
closed,
say
they're
no.
closing,
This is it.
they're done.
This is it.
They're
This
shutting up
is your
shop.
moment.
Personal.
Oh,
Okay, all right then, hearing no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Waiting.
motion passed.
3:22.
We're adjourned.
ciao.
Okay, I'm gonna leave.
Waiting